Hey y'all, let's make something.
For this project, I'm going to be showing you how to use these kinds of products. These are DIY iron-on transfer paper, and you can get different brands. You can get them from different kinds of stores. I bought these at Walmart, but you can of course get them at craft stores, and you can get larger packets of them, smaller packets of them, and I'm just going to show you how to use them. One thing you're definitely going to need though is an inkjet printer. You can see that these both say you need inkjet printers. These are some that I have already made, and the basic step is to figure out what you want to print on the paper. And you have your shirt. We did these shirts the other day where we colored them with the crayons, and I printed these out. And all you really have to do is follow the directions in the packaging. The main thing to consider is if you need to reverse your image or not. If you're going to be printing on some kinds of the paper, the kind that has the white background, you won't have to reverse your image. This is going to be printed with a white background. This one though, these have a clear background, and when you iron them down, you have to flip this over, so your image has to be reversed. And it tells you that on the inside of these, but you just really want to make sure you read that direction, because if you do it backwards, you've ruined your transfer and you've ruined your shirt. So make sure that you know if you need to reverse your image or not when you print it. Also, if you want to size your image, everybody's phones are a little different. My phone, what I did with mine was I took the image and I put it into the Notes app, and then I was able to reverse it and change the size and everything in my Notes app. But you got to figure out how you want to do that. Like in the Notes, you can do your ratio and make it smaller, and that way you can print more than one on one sheet of paper. So that's how I did it. When you're ready to iron on your image, you want to make sure you read the directions, of course. This one is the one I'm going to use. It's one of the ones that has the white background, so I didn't have to reverse my image. I'm going to be putting it right about there. And a lot of the packets will come with this. This is just basic parchment paper. You could use wax paper or parchment paper, either one. And you want to put this between your image and the iron so that you don't melt the image. And that's how you do that. One thing to remember when using this kind with a white background is if you put your iron on for too long, you're going to start melting the image, and it's going to turn that white part kind of a brown color. So be really careful. Just keep checking it. Don't leave it on there too long or it will look kind of funky. Now for this one, this is one of the ones that is going to have a clear background. It doesn't have the white background. So for it, you do have to reverse it and decide where you want it and iron it down. And I'm going to be honest, these are a little more difficult than the white ones. They don't go down as easy, so you're going to need more heat with these, but the plus is you don't have to worry about it turning brown. It's not going to turn brown, but it does take a little more heat than the white ones do. Now I'm going to show you a trick to this one. After you've ironed it a little bit, you move this paper and you go and you see if it comes off easy. Now if it doesn't, if you start trying to pull it off and it won't come off easy, keep adding the heat. Okay, this one's not wanting to come off yet, so I'm going to add more heat. When it starts to come off, if like you get to a point you're pulling and it won't keep going, add more heat to that area and just keep pulling while you're adding heat. And eventually it should come off smoothly. Okay, so this is your result with these, and you can see because it's got a clear background, the color of the shirt kind of comes through. I personally prefer the white ones the best. I think they're prettier, they're clearer, but if you're using a white shirt or a really light colored shirt, these work good. Now I'm going to be completely honest, I realized after I ironed this down that unfortunately I did it on the back of the shirt, so I've ruined this one, but that's okay because I don't really like how this turned out anyway, but at least I can show you how they work and how you use them. So I'm probably going to just have to throw this one away unless somebody wants it. So I decided to go ahead and put one on the front of the shirt. So maybe it isn't so odd to have one on the front and one on the back. And I'll go ahead and have it. So there you go. I've made quite a few of these shirts, and I sell them in my gift shop that I have at my small business called Becky's Dog House. And we have a lot of these I've made, lots of different kinds of dogs. Most of them look basically similar to this, but different colors and different dogs. And if you're interested in checking that out, you can shoot me a message and I'll tell you more about that. I charge $7 a piece for these if you're interested.